everyone, and welcome to Wisdom from the Angels. Today is a special reading as we are going to get into a reading about Mercury Retrograde. But before we do, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it so you'll get email notifications of new videos when I upload them. Also, if you are returning, welcome back. You are so appreciated. Come on, let's get this going. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so that we can start having live one-on-ones, and I can do readings on air, and you can get all kinds of, interaction going on this channel. I want you to, send it out to other people and just encourage them to subscribe. Subscriptions are free. And you can subscribe to 200 channels if you want. It doesn't mean anything in the end of the day for you in terms of what you watch, but it can mean a lot for the people who are doing the channeling, as well as the people who have the channels on YouTube. It helps us to move up in the algorithms and be seen by more people, and it also allows for other people to be inspired and have positive messages come into their life. All right, this reading is all about Mercury Retrograde. Now, for many of us, when we hear that, we go, oh my God, not again, it's back. Because it does happen 3 to 4 times every single year. Now, with the title Mercury Retrograde, it kind of sounds like the planet stops moving and turns around and starts going backwards. Well, that's not what happens. It's the energy of the planet Mercury. Now, Mercury rules communication. It also rules travel. So if you're traveling now and there are hiccups and glitches, just know Mercury Retrograde is in force. If it is all about you having conversations and you feel like I'm speaking English, but I think they're hearing Greek, that's Mercury. It's doing its thing. It is the planet, again, as I said, of communication. It rules the planet, the zodiac signs, Gemini, which is all about communication, and that happens to be the season we're in right now, and it also, or going into, and it also rules the planet Virgo. And Virgos are all about being precise and getting things done and getting things done right. So during Mercury Retrograde, what happens is the energy gets chaotic and confused, or can get chaotic and confused. And if you can find a way to be graceful and be in your own state of reflection during this time, you may find that you come out in a different place than you have before. And allow people who trigger you to just kind of be on the sidelines, observe them, but don't allow them to hook you, because that is what happens during this period of time. Okay, so let's get some cards out here. I'm asking the guardian angels to give us directions. The cards have been blessed already. I've done the invocation. I did one for the entire week. So here we go. The first card out is where we began during Mercury Retrograde. And for some of us, remember, this is a general reading. If you'd like a one-on-one, get in touch with me by sending an email to wisdomfromtheangels@gmail.com. Okay? And we'll set up a time and we'll get going. It can be a phone call, it can be a Zoom call, it can be WhatsApp, it can be Skype. It can be free conference. Whatever works for you and for me, we'll get that going for you. Okay? All right. So many of us might have, when are the period? What are the dates? Okay, so Mercury, I wrote it down. Mercury went retrograde on May the 3rd and ends June. Is that right? That doesn't sound right. Can't read my own writing. I think it's May 8th and June the 10th. But here's the deal. There's a thing called pre-shadow and post-shadow. So Mercury, the effects of Mercury started to be felt around April 25th. So if there was more misunderstandings or fighting or confusion, that's what was going on. And it can continue to feel like that through the post-shadow time until June the 17th. So that doesn't mean anything terribly bad as long as you are understanding what the energy is so that you can be prepared. That's one of the reasons that if you like astrology, that's what astrology can do. It can prepare you for what's coming. It can explain what's happening. What may seem very weird or uncertain can be explained with the use of astrology. Now, why do I bring that up? Because astrology is the oldest science that we have. It is older than most other that are out there and current right now. Astrology helps us to understand that, hey, this planet is doing this and this planet is doing that, and they're doing them at the same time. Something is now, I understand what's going on. Okay? So start to allow yourself to be in that place of receiving. This next card that is out, so remember, this card, the Eight of Earth, I didn't even talk about it yet. Oh my goodness, sorry. The Eight of Earth is all about being focused. This is how we were coming into Mercury retrograde. Probably we were feeling this around April 25th. We had a lot of things we wanted to get done. We were focused, a lot of details. It's post-tax season. We might have even thought of taking a new course or education. And with the Pentacles on this card, this is all about money. This is all about prosperity and abundance. How did we really want to start to really focus our goals for the rest of the year? Because remember, we're almost in June. And what? Less than 2 weeks, we start a new month. And it's the month of June, which is the 6th month of the year. We're halfway through 2022. So I'm not sure what your goals are for the year, and maybe you aren't either. So this might be what you were doing after tax season, when you could really see, hey, how did the last year go? How do I want this year to go? Okay? All right. So the next card coming up is, this is where we will be when it ends. The Eight of Fire. Okay, sorry for that little pause. Remember, the number 8 is about wisdom. And when we get a fire card, that is all about taking action. Fire is about, moving things quickly. So this is where we'll be when it ends. We'll be ready to take action on those thoughts and feelings and emotions that came up at the beginning of Mercury retrograde. We're not there yet. Remember, Mercury doesn't retrograde until June the 3rd. So we may be feeling that right around that time. Okay? So that would be a great time to start looking at, how do I want to take action? And maybe come up with an action plan. Come up with maybe 2 areas of your life you want to work on. Come up with an action plan. Put dates next to them. And you might even think of dates that are past the post period, which is the next card that's coming up in the reading. Okay? The post period is going to be that period between June the 3rd, when Mercury goes direct, and June the 17th or 18th, depending on where you live, when Mercury is out of its shadow. Okay? Because we have a post shadow and a period. And that's when a lot of the energy is being cleared up. And we get card Page of Fire. Pages are fast moving. Fire, rapidly moving. And this card says creative, enthusiastic, and motivated. So now's the time to really put those thoughts and feelings and goals you had in mind when Mercury was about to go retrograde into action. This is a great time to set your intentions and start moving forward. Now, if during this Mercury retrograde you felt like the 5 of water, remember, is all about what? Emotions. 5 is all about what? Change and freedom that can come from that change if we allow it. And the card says you might have been feeling disappointment and regret. You might have felt like, I can just extend forgiveness. Now, forgiveness, let's talk about forgiveness for just a second. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you've forgiven the person, you're going to allow them to keep treating you poorly. What forgiveness does is it allows you to release that energy, period. And it can be the simple sentence, I forgive you. I forgive myself. Now, people say, I can never forgive them. They did this, they did that, da. Listen to what you're saying to yourself. When you say you can never forgive them, you're also saying, I can never be forgiven. And I'm sure we're all human beings. We all make mistakes. We all may have times where we didn't show up the way we wanted to. And when we can acknowledge that and get to a place where we can say, you know what? I forgive myself. Period. That's enough. If you want to go on and on and on about what you're forgiving yourself for, you can. If you want to do that for someone else, just say, I forgive you. Period. I forgive you. Period. Let it go. Let it go. Because holding on to that energy, you're the one with the backpack of rocks on your back. The other person's going on living their life. They're like, what are you still upset about? Huh? Girl, I done been over that long time ago. And you're like, are you serious? For years and years and years, I've held on to this. That was a choice you made. It's no one else's choice. Forgive it. Let it go. Let it go. Okay? And allow yourself to just start really existing in a place of peace. The angels want us to feel love and joy and harmony. They want us to be successful. They want us to really understand that as human beings, we are here to grow. We are here to learn our lessons. And we are going to be challenged. But those challenges don't have to change who we are. They don't have to take us down a deep, dark road forever. Now, sometimes we're going to have ups. Sometimes we're going to have down periods. Just remember, this too shall pass. Enjoy the highs and understand the lows won't last forever. And allow that light that is at the end of the tunnel to get brighter and brighter and brighter so that you can start to truly live the life of your dreams. So don't let this one period of Mercury retrograde, remember I said at the beginning, Mercury happens 3 to 4 times a year depending on the year. So allow yourself to really reflect right now. Rest, take a nap, go for a walk, get out in nature, okay? And just allow for these 3 weeks where we're in Mercury retrograde, is probably 4 weeks by the time we would do the post-shadow and the pre-shadow and the post-shadow, because the pre-shadow started April 25th and it goes on till June 17th and 18th. And then after the 18th, start to just, have fun. I mean, you can have fun now, but really then just throw off the blankets and go have some fun. Enjoy your life. Life is meant to be enjoyed. And this is the time to do it. So remember, this is where we're beginning with the 8 of Earth, where we were focused and we had ideas and we were going to take some action. But we're going to wait and we're going to take the action at the end, where we know that the energy is clear and the planetary energy is working with us and not against us. And this might have been how we've been feeling for the past couple of weeks. Very disappointed, very emotional, not understanding why other people are not feeling, are feeling emotional. And understand this is where we are going to be. We're going to feel like we want to multitask. We're going to feel like we want to take action and we want to do it with speed. Okay? So start to really understand and get in alignment with what you are feeling. Your feelings are going to be very different than anyone else's, because here's where we're headed. Emperor energy, where we are in charge, where we are doing what we need to do. This emperor is sitting here. He's a leader, and it can be a female, and they're a leader. There's someone who has structure in their life. There's someone who takes advantage of opportunities. It's number 4. 4 is all about foundations. So this Mercury retrograde, use your energy to start putting together your new foundation for your life and allow it to show up and allow yourself to blossom. Okay? All right, so take care. Come on back. Give me a thumbs up, please, so that we can get to 1,000 and I can do one-on-one readings on air. Now, if you'd like a one-on-one reading, remember, you can send me an email to where wisdomfromtheangels@gmail.com. In the subject line, put reading. Hey, Carolyn, want to read? All right? Okay. Thank you for tuning in, and I so appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button and the like. Oh, and share it with someone that you think could use an inspirational message. All right. Take care.